Out of the Fog, Dream Vision. Greetings and trust you are well.
This is a dream vision and insight I had on the 10th of July 2022.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the most exciting dream visions and insights I have had to date. So excited was I by this, I could not sleep properly last night. I have been waiting patiently for the interpretation of this dream vision for close to 7 years. Many of you have asked me what this dream vision means for the past 2 years. Please bear with me as I explain this, ladies and gentlemen. If I simply tell you the dream vision too quickly, it will not have the same impact. Let me explain the unfolding of this dream vision and the insight I had. On the morning of the 10th of July 2022, I had the following dream vision. I am looking out into the sea, the ocean is dark gray.
There is so much fog and mist on the ocean I cannot tell what is the ocean and what is the sky.
They seem to blend together. At first, right in front of me I see the ocean, but as I look up, no more than 1 meter, the ocean and fog or mist just blend to become one. It is very dark and gray. It is quiet, there is no wind blowing, the ocean and sea is still.
Then, out of nowhere, 2 major war vessels come out of the fog.
They are large, the way they move is with intent, they are strong.
They were traveling at a speed, their intent is not to play around.
They mean business. Then, while still dreaming, I hear a voice and just know that these are German warships.
They are heading to South Africa.
I could tell they meant and mean business. They suddenly appeared, and while still dreaming, in the dream I hear mention of the seer's words about the German warships. Now when I woke up, this was not the usual dream vision that wakes me up early. So when I woke up, I was not sure if I had the dream. After praying and having my coffee, I had forgot that I had even had the dream. While drinking my coffee, staring out the window, staring into the distance, watching the clouds move in the heavens, the dream flashed clear as daylight into my mind. The entire dream came back to me. This is when I knew it was a message dream. Then throughout the day, no matter what I did, this dream kept playing in my mind, the entire day. In the background, my mind was trying to figure out the interpretation.
I could not figure it out.
That evening, prior to bed, I prayed, asking the Most High for an insight, an interpretation of the dream vision. Just prior to bed, I was thinking of writing and typing this dream vision out and putting it on the channel.
I was thinking of what I would say. I was thinking of asking in the video what is the interpretation and saying when this happens. No one knows, and as I said that,
it was as if I had for a second an out-of-body experience.
A light bulb, a flash of light went off.
Such was the revelation, such was the insight that I was shocked, excited, and when I told a family member about it, they swore out loud. They just blurted out loud and swore, and this family member never swears. They could not believe it, I could not believe it, still I cannot believe the insight. 7 years, ladies and gentlemen, I waited for the insight, like some plant in the desert waiting patiently for rain. Many of you asked me for the interpretation, and the comments are still online.
I said many times, I do not know what it means. I must have been asked the question about 10 or more times over the years.
I was asked just recently, about a week ago on the Odyssey channel.
So this is the insight.
As I asked and was saying to myself, I do not know the signs. I saw the dream vision of the migrants being shot. When I said I do not know the time, the dream vision of the migrants storming Europe, and then the German twins arrive. These, ladies and gentlemen, are the German twins.
These twin warships are the German twins.
Praise the Almighty, the revelation and insight has lifted the fog of interpretation.
The German twins are twin warships.
The fog I saw on the sea is the present situation in Europe and the world.
The fog of war. During this fog, they appear, unannounced, not seen until they just appear.
They appear out of the blue, without making a noise, without notice when this is all going on in Europe. The first migrants were shot in just prior to the March 2020 lockdowns, then the lockdowns and everything went quiet. Now the Spanish just shot and killed many of them, with Russia invading Ukraine, which is part of the prior dream visions. The new wave of migration into Europe begins. This is the fulfillment of the famine. When wheat and sugar prices rise, it is the seer's vision about Russia behind the wave of migration into Europe.
The fulfillment of Russia going back to its old ways.
When all these things happen, this is the fog: the wheat prices, famine, war in Ukraine, Russia, Germany rising with its military spending, with the new wave of migrants, the borders going up between the countries. During this period, the twins leave and out of the fog they appear. I saw them in my kitchen, these twins. I looked out the window. It was a very hot month. The sky was bright pink in Johannesburg.
When will this take place?
Watch the migration wave, watch the fences go up in Europe and the migrants being shot. When these things pick up, you will know out of the fog of chaos, the German twins will arrive.
Praise the Almighty God of Israel for this dream vision and revelation. Many of you asked, many of you know I did not know what it meant. Today we know.
Are these when the blue letters arrive? I do not fully know. All I know is out of the fog of chaos these twins arrive. They mean business, they have intent and are not playing around. The twins left Europe, they arrived in South Africa and their clothes changed.
I believe the interpretation is the fulfillment of the visions spoken about on the channel, the fulfillment of the German twins and then the cause of the Boers.
They change clothes, our cause becomes their cause. And then our horns become sharp and we trample on everything. The enemy beat the war drum, but even their drum and beats will be trampled on when these twins arrive.